Very good evening to all of you. And I'm very pleased to be associated with you, and all the best for the conclave and for this international gathering. And many thanks for the kind invitation. So I will, without losing much of time, and also many thanks for the kind words of introduction about me. I will share my screen. Can you please permit me to share the screen? Can I share the screen?
Yes, sir, of course. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you all see my slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, all right.
Yeah, the title of this my presentation is importance of collaboration and interdisciplinary research for excellence. That's the title of the presentation. Especially ranking, we need lots of collaborative work and interdisciplinary research. My first slide, I will go to my first slide. Can you see my slide?
Yes, sir, perfect. Yes.
This is what is a discipline. Is the slide moving?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, let me now, first of all, discuss what is a discipline before coming to interdisciplinary research. I would say disciplines are social constructs. It's evolved over a historical process. And if you look at the epistemology of discipline, what constitutes a problem, what counts in evidence. It's an epistemological components. There's a social components and institutional components. I can give you lots of examples for disciplines. Physics, the central subjects, chemistry central subject, biology, economics, psychology. These are all disciplines. But look at nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is evolved as a sort of interdisciplinary topic of physics, chemistry, biological sciences, engineering sciences. It evolved as a sort of new discipline by the interaction of several other disciplines. I'm going to explain to you the meaning of multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary. We use these terms very frequently. And I've given the title as Overcoming Disciplinary Tribalism. And now we really have to break all these barriers. If you look at multidisciplinary, I would say multidisciplinary is the science of interaction. Multiple disciplines, they come together and they work sort of together to attack a problem. They don't integrate. So multiple disciplines come together, each working primarily with their own framing and methods. So I would say it's a science of interaction. If you look at interdisciplinary is very interesting. Different disciplines integrate. A very nice example is nanoscience, as I already told, where physics, chemistry, biological sciences, engineering sciences, mathematical science, they all integrate and forming a new discipline of nanoscience and nanotechnology. Similarly, if you look at polymer science, it's an interdisciplinary subject where physics, chemistry, engineering, they all sort of integrate and forming polymer science. What is transdisciplinary? If you look at transdisciplinary, they create crossroads in which different disciplines intersect and complementize each other through a social learning process. I would say it's a science of hybridization. So we have three important ways we can characterize these different terms. Interdisciplinary is sort of integration, multidisciplinary is sort of interaction, and transdisciplinary is science of hybridization. I'm going to the next slide. Can you see my slide?
Yes, sir. Yes.
The slides are moving.
Yes, sir.
You can see nice cartoons.
Yeah.
Look at multidisciplinary research, where discipline A, discipline B, discipline C, they're intact. They don't integrate. Look at interdisciplinary, A, B, and C, they all integrate to form a new discipline. Polymer science has been generated like this. Nanoscience has been generated like this. And transdisciplinary, you know what they do? They make crossroads. They look at issue A, issue B, and issue C. They make crossroads. And it's a sort of hybridization process. I hope you understood the meaning of these three terms. There are a lot of definitions. If you look at interdisciplinary, if you look at the, are you able to see the new slide? What is interdisciplinary? Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, the definition of Love and Philipson, 2006. What is interdisciplinary? Interdisciplinary differs from disciplinarity and multidisciplinarity in the emphasis it places on interaction and joint working. There are lots of definitions in the literature. Look at the definition of Collins. Research, teaching, problem solving that integrates several disciplines, whatever I spoke now. What are the different types of interdisciplinary research? Academically oriented interdisciplinary research, problem-focused interdisciplinary research, academically oriented interdisciplinary research, often longer-term collaborations, more of discipline-focused. Problem-focused ID research, shorter-term collaborations, directed to specific real-world problems. We have a beautiful graph here. There, the x-axis, you see the level of integration. On the y-axis, you can see contribution to practical problem solving. And if you look at the interdisciplinary research, look at the level of integration. The level of integration is very high in interdisciplinary research. It could be problem focused, or it could be academic research. Look at multidisciplinary research. The level of integration is very low. See, you are somewhere over here. But contribution to practical problem solving is very high. This is a fantastic example in nanotechnology, where chemistry, physics, engineering, medical sciences, biological sciences, biotechnology, they all integrate. And this sort of interdisciplinary research is extremely important for ranking. I can tell you the example of Mahatma Gandhi University. Sometime back, I was heading the Nano Center. We submitted a huge proposal to Department of Biotechnology, Nano Center, and the School of Biosciences together. And it was funded. We got a huge grant. Similarly, we had submitted a large number of grant applications, especially Nano Mission, where physics, chemistry, biological sciences, and environmental sciences, we worked together and submitted huge proposals which are of interdisciplinary area. If you want to really get good funding, we have to have team leaders from different disciplines. And if you can do that, you can get good funding. I have a slide here, how to become interdisciplinary. Can you all see this slide? How to become interdisciplinary?
Yes, sir. Yes. All right.
Sometimes slides may not move. That's why I'm asking a question. How to become interdisciplinary? Exposure to a variety of disciplinary work. Exposure to interdisciplinary work. exposure and experience with interdisciplinary tools and methods. So these are different ways we can become interdisciplinary. How to facilitate interdisciplinary research? I have a few points here. Interdisciplinary research, by definition, requires researchers to learn other disciplines, vocabulary, methodology, and techniques. You have to put effort and time. We all should have mutual trust and respect. This is very, very important. You know, I had a colleague in the chemistry department somewhere back. He was a brilliant organic chemist. And he had no respect for other chemistries. He believed that organic chemistry is able to synthesize new molecules. Other chemistries are not very important. That should not be the problem. Every branch of science is important for humanity, whether it is organic chemistry, physical chemistry, physics, or biotechnology. So we need to have mutual trust. We need to have respect. There must be a reward system in place which will acknowledge the overhead in time and effort. Let me show you next slide. What motivates interdisciplinary research? New scientific and technological problems. Sometime back, we submitted a big proposal to World Bank on the problem, I remember, it was climate change. So we need to have people from chemistry, physics, environmental sciences, biotechnology. So new scientific and technological problems push you to take interdisciplinary approach. Nanoscience and nanotechnology, space science. If you do want to work on sensors, we need people from different disciplines. What are the benefits of interdisciplinary research? Providing useful means of dealing with complex problems. Real-world issues require synthetic and integrative approaches. That's a benefit that you get. What are the conditions for making it work? How can you really introduce interdisciplinary research? One is mutual trust, mutual respect. Very important. I had a chemistry colleague who was a fantastic person, had a good sense of humor. Confidence in one's own discipline, but without being defensive. Very important. You have to be very, very confident in your discipline. Space and time for sharing of knowledge. Framing problems. So there are several conditions to be satisfied. I have another slide. Factors that discourage interdisciplinary research, factors that kill interdisciplinary research. Poor career opportunities for academic interdisciplinary research. This is a problem. For example, a student specializing in nanoscience and nanotechnology, MTech, he may not get a job immediately. Most of our students after nanotechnology master, they all went abroad for PhD program. They couldn't get a job immediately. Poor career opportunity. This is a problem. Low esteem of interdisciplinary research by monodisciplinary colleagues. I know there are a lot of colleagues in different parts of the country, they used to criticize nanoscience and nanotechnology. These are some of the factors that discourage interdisciplinary research. Why do we need collaboration for interdisciplinary research? Enhanced funding possibilities. I told you the MGU experience, several experience we had. We submitted projects from different groups, and we could win. Many grants we could get. Nano Mission gave us very close to 25 crores of funding. Demand for expanded capacity, division of labor. See, when we have multiple projects, big program, we say something should be done in School of Biological Science. Part of the work, synthetic work should be done in chemistry. Some of the characterization we have done with physics. The ability to share resources. We always share our resources in problems leading with interdisciplinary approaches. Risk could be managed, risk management. Opportunity to learn from other disciplines. You see, I learned a lot of biology because of nanoscience and nanotechnology. I never learned biology much. But over the period of time, we did a lot of nice work on wound healing materials, drug delivery. So I had to learn a lot of biological sciences. Opportunity to engage in collegiality. You get lots of friends from other disciplines. Enhanced funding possibilities. If you look at our funding, MGU, major funding of MGU are all based on interdisciplinary projects. Demand for expanded capacity. Collaboration can address the demand for expanded capacity. We asked for more space when we submitted huge proposals to Government of India. Breakthroughs are often more likely to come from collaboration. I can give you lots of examples. The Human Genome Project utilizes more than 1,000 investigators from different disciplines. Huge project, Human Genome Project. Division of labor to complete tasks in timely fashion. If you have a huge interdisciplinary project, you can divide the labor. When I was in Europe, I participated in many European programs where 12, 15 universities are involved. And every university will do their work. That is the division of labor. Every unit will have their own expertise. Opportunity to learn about other disciplines, I've already explained. You learn other disciplines when you participate in interdisciplinary program. The ability to share resources. Our resources in chemistry, our resources in nanoscience are being shared by all the people on the outside. You can share our resources. Risk management. Every project, there is always risk. So the risk could be managed in a beautiful manner if you have interdisciplinary approach. Opportunity to engage in collegiality. Collaboration may be seen as a mechanism to promote greater collegiality between colleagues, departments, and institutions. I can tell you, we have several programs, European Union program, and we have large number of friends all over Europe, in Germany, in France, in Italy, because of our international collaborations in the area of nanoscience and nanotechnology. So we have made a big network. My colleague Nandakumar and I made a big network. Opportunity to lend credibility and validity to projects. If you collaborate with the different groups, you have good chance of winning the projects. So I request all my colleagues to go for collaborative program, interdisciplinary program. You have a good chance of winning the program. Academic collaboration. Let me also say something about academic collaboration. Types of academic collaborations. Interdepartmental collaborations, within the intra-departmental collaboration. Within the department, you should collaborate. I used to have many intra-departmental collaborations. Interdepartmental, between the departments, inter-school, intra-school, inter-school. Inter-university collaborations. We have several such collaborations. We have inter-university center, we collaborate with other universities. National collaborations, international collaborations. So academic collaborations could be classified into different levels. How to make academic international collaborations a good way is European Union project. European Union project will give you lots of opportunities. I request all my colleagues to register in the European Union website and try to look at all the calls. Horizon 2020 is over now, so we have new call now. Horizon 2020 was a very interesting program. It got over 2020 now. You have sub-projects of Horizon 2020. It's a very nice way of collaborating in Europe. Look at the European Union project. You have several possibilities to submit proposals. So I request my colleagues to really submit European Union program. It's very interesting how to submit European Union projects. Monitor the calls on a regular basis. MGU has a centralized facility to look at all the calls, find at least 3 EU partners, 3 different countries, find some industrial partners to formulate challenging proposal and submit on time. I remember some of the European Union program, we had to spend something like 6-7 months. So we have to plan in advance. So, but there are lots of possibilities to get funding. And success rate is now less than 20%. There are lots of funding agencies, national funding agencies, the IICT, CSIR, DRDO, DAE. I can send you the list. We have a good list of all the funding agencies in the country. International funding agencies, American Academy of Rome, British Council, huge funding possibilities in the international circle. Asian program, SAR program. We had a beautiful SAR program some day back. ASEAN, I had a collaboration with Malaysia. UNESCO program, my colleague, he got a UNDP for support. WAS supported us several times. Marie Curie program. These are all beautiful international collaborative programs. Look at Department of Science and Technology has signed MOUs with a large number of countries. We run so many programs in the university. India, Austria program, India, Cuba program, India, Czech program. India, France, we have now one big program we called 1.54. Several DST DAT we had. Hungary, we had a program. With Israel, we had a program. Italy, we had a program. Japan, we had JSPS. So I request my colleagues to make use of all these international programs. Let me also show you a few slides on how to make industrial collaborations. Bringing together industry and academia for enhancement of technical knowledge and skills. What is industrial collaboration? Mutual use of infrastructure for completion of problems. Translation of research findings to industrially scalable product. Generation of patents and technology. So we work with several companies, Apollo Tires, MRF Tires, DuPont Chemical Company in the US, General Cables, United States, Surface. So we work with, my research group work with several companies. Types of industrial collaboration. There are two types of industrial joint projects with industry and academia funded by industry. Joint project industry and academia funded by government. So we have two types of programs. One is the fund fully comes from industry. The second one is the fund only from government, partly from industry. I had several DST projects in Nano Mission where the fund from government and industry came to the university. My colleague is running a pair program with the Kerala government. It's a very nice program where part of the fund coming from the industry and the rest of the funding coming from the DST of Kerala. How to promote industrial collaboration? Sabbatical stay of professors with industry. We have sabbatical stay for faculty members. Chair professorship given by the industry. Adjunct faculty from industries. We often invite faculty members, industrial experts as adjunct faculty. Establishment of science park in universities. We are now establishing a science park in MGU campus. Joint conduct of international seminars and conferences. Joint publication, joint patents. These are ways we can promote industrial collaborations. Sharing of research facility. Provide internship for students. MGU invariably sends all our students to industry. We also provide training program for the industrial personnel. They come to our university, give training program. We submit joint proposals with industry. Organizing international conferences. You see, most of our industrial tie-up came through international conferences. I got a major project in DuPont because we organized a meeting here and the DuPont company came and entered into a very good collaboration. Network collaborative discussions. So conferences provides lots of possibilities. Industry academia interface. Look at this. This is quite important. This industry, this university. So we have to work closely. That is very important. So the interface has to be made very strong. Academic industry interface, academic institution industry, which for long have been operating in separate domains. So we have to work together. You have to invite industries to the university. So MGU often conduct industry-university interface meeting. We invite all the industrial concerns to our campus, depending on domain-wise, and then interact with our faculty members. We get many industrial projects. Industry academia interface bring academia and industry closer in terms of having productive discussion, explore possibility of having customized curriculum as per the need of industry. So we have industrial experts in our board of studies, discuss the current need of industry. So we understand the industrial problems. What are the requirements for industry-university interaction? Industry academic meetings on a regular basis. You call industry people to academia and you discuss. Government should take initiative to promote industry and academic linkages. You file joint patents. Sustainability and green approach. Faculty members should be given academic freedom. Establishment of science park. MGUs and the point of having a science park in the campus. So many leading universities have science park. Sometime back, I was in Brazil in Rio. If you have an opportunity, it's extremely nice to visit Rio, the Federal University in Rio. And they have a huge complex where all the big companies have their own manufacturing stations and research center. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. And if you have any questions, you can post on to me. To summarize, what I want to say is interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary research always provide lots of possibilities. You have good number of high-back publications, good number of patents, good number of possibilities for the students to do internship, their placements, and this will increase the visibility of the university and better ranking. And you can get huge funding when you go for interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary research. That will provide you lots of possibilities to have high level of collaborations. That will provide you lots of support for getting higher ranking. So thank you very much for your patient hearing. If you have any questions, you can post them to me.